so many of us, Bishop Lawrence Persico of the Erie Catholic Diocese woke up today to the news that the Pope had died.
The news coming after his public participation, Easter worship at St. Peter's Square. Lisa Adams joins us now after talking to Bishop Persico for his reflections on the Pope's ministry. And
Lisa, you talked with some Easter Monday worshipers too when you were out doing this story. What is the reaction to that?
Good evening, Eva and Mike. In talking with Bishop Persico and those who joined in that noontime mass at St. Peter Cathedral, it was clear they weren't just talking about the qualities of the Pope, but how his example has motivated how they hope to live out their faith.
Fratelli e sorelle.
After his Easter Sunday greeting from the balcony and being among the faithful in his Pope-mobile, news of Pope Francis passing was a surprise and yet a joy for how he ministered to the end.
It was wonderful that he was able to be there for Easter.
Yeah, he had a pretty full day.
Yes, he did. He did. And that's amazing.
We just celebrated the Christ resurrection, and we as Christians believe in the resurrection. So Pope Francis got his resurrection.
The passing of Pope Francis was on the minds of those gathered for Easter Monday Mass and Communion at St. Peter Cathedral. Parishioners told us Francis was an excellent Pope in their eyes, modeling mercy, kindness, inclusiveness, and a heart for those on the margins.
He was an excellent Pope. I loved that he was very inclusive of everyone. And I think he taught us as Christians not to be judgmental.
His focus on mercy and going to the peripheries and his concern for the poor, I think really spoke to who we are and should be as a church. And so I think he was a real Pope for the people, for all people.
Bishop Persico said it's because of his pastoral heart that Pope Francis was able to usher in significant reforms, putting women in high-ranking positions at the Vatican and inspiring dialogue on difficult cultural issues.
He taught us a valuable lesson of the simplicity of being a pastor of the church, and the fact that dialogue is important and you need to have conversations with people, even those who disagree with you.
And for any faithful having anxiety about who may be elected next, the bishop had this encouragement.
The Holy Spirit's going to guide us, and it's nothing to be afraid of. The Holy Spirit will pick the person through the cardinals that we need for leadership. They did that with Pope Francis.
They certainly did. And as he told me when the Pope first fell ill around Valentine's Day, Bishop Persico today again said he wouldn't be surprised if the next Pope chosen is from Africa or Asia, where, in his words, the church is strong right now, even sending missionaries to the United States. He said that, or electing someone from a third world nation, would teach how international the papacy is. Live in the studio, Lisa Adams, Erie News Now.